Hey, welcome to our Monday night live stream happening every Monday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Also known as, we're trying to brand this live stream called
Yeah.
the Drip. Okay, it's mostly on our channel. We're going to be hosting it.
Make it stick. The drip.
Yeah,
Say
come
it.
on, guys. Just say it. Just say it to yourself.
It makes sense.
No one's watching you. No one's even listening to you guys. Just go ahead. Just the Drip.
The drip.
With me, as always, here on the Flaccid Phoenix YouTube channel, where we bring you the potion of clarity on all things pop culture. Flaccid Gator, how's it going, dude?
What up, man? What up, man?
What up? I don't know. Well, not us. We're flaccid tonight. But tonight we're going to be doing something we wanted to do this as like our top 5 characters. But as we were like going through it and looking at each character, we had so much to say about it. And it became like this 30 or 40 minute video that we had. And we're like, dude, okay, no,
Yes.
we're not putting out this 40-minute video.
Yeah, exactly. And listen. The mask off. Our energy was pretty low on that video too, and so we were like, we're not feeling it. We have way too much to say. By the end of the video, we were totally on. And in the beginning, we were like, hey guys, like what's going on today? We're gonna be talking about House of the Drake. So this is a new and improved version. I don't remember anything we said, so it's all gonna be fresh. It's all gonna be fresh, and it's in tier list form this time. So get excited for that. Come on, who doesn't love tier lists?
Who doesn't love tier lists? Who doesn't love Shield Wall of Dragons, who I've been bumping into just quite frequently now.
Been bumping fuglies?
Bumping fuglies with Shield Wall of Dragons. But he asks, what about the pre-nut delusion? Ooh, that is, you can do some wild things with the pre-nut delusion.
It feels okay at the time. Like, I'm not going to lie about that. It's at the time, it feels great. Right afterward, dude, you question everything. Everything.
Yeah, and if you're watching this, you might be watching this on our Flaccid Phoenix channel, but also on dual streaming on Zax's channel, who will be joining us shortly here. He just says, hey guys, hey yourself. Also, we gotta make fun of Zax's logo here. It looks awful. It's like a Santa hat with antlers. Like, pick something.
Come
dude.
on, he does not know his Christmas mythology at all.
This
is
is like
a Canadian thing.
This is like an AI generated version of his icon. He's like, throw in my icon, say Christmas, and see what comes up.
Like, I know about Christmas. Look at my logo.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Sorry.
Nosferatu's here. Daniel's here. Nosferatu gives us the sad news, who is probably on nobody's death pool this year, but Kirstie Alley has died of cancer today.
I didn't even know.
Rest in peace. Yeah, well, listen.
Rest in peace.
I would never thought it would have been of cancer. I really thought it would have been like a heart problem.
Yeah, exactly. An artery clot. Well, wait, was she fat or skinny when she died? Like, which end of the yo-yo was she on? I haven't seen her in, who knows?
She might have lost the most weight when she's going through chemo, maybe. Maybe that was the trick.
Maybe.
You get chemo and then go lose a ton of weight. But
yeah, Weight Watch it. That's the secret, man. People need to try that more often.
And then Daniel asks, do Canadians celebrate Christmas? I know they have Boxing Day. There's just Boxing Day, which is such a weird.
Day.
You've never heard of Boxing Day?
No, what the hell
we'll
is
ask
that?
him when he comes on. Let us know in the chat if you know what Boxing Day is.
I mean, listen, Christmas. Canadians do live close to the North Pole, like relative to, we're Americans, so we don't live as close to the North Pole as Canadians do, but I don't know. Maybe that takes away some of the magic from them. I doubt they do. Christmas is a very wholesome time, at least for me it is, full of family and caring, and Canadians do not jive with any of those qualities. So I don't know. I'd have to bet on no, is my guess.
Well, if you're gonna take bets,
yeah.
Shield Wall the Dragon says, I bet she was, or I think she was skinny. Would you put money on that?
Yeah.
Shield Wall?
Because if she was a fat ass dude, you are about to look like an idiot.
Yeah, dude. Let's see how confident you are. So,
post-pitch.
For this stream, we're going to be doing our tier list of the best House of the Dragons characters. Now, we say best and characters, right? We're not saying like who is like the best person or the most it's probably the most well written, right? Because we're taking into consideration also their acting, the consistency of the characters, their motivations,
it's
impact of the
mostly
story.
Development, though, right? Like their arc, how compelling their arc was. Yeah, and I mean, all these things are taken into that like umbrella or whatever. But I mean, if a character does nothing the whole time, even if they're a character we love and they make absolutely no progress or no difference in the world, like one of my personal favorite characters we're going to be talking about, it just doesn't count. You can't put them in the S tier that I want to put them in. I know that would be dishonest for you guys, and I'll talk about it when we get there. But that's the criteria, I think.
Abomination AJ just showing up. Hey,
friend?
Thanks for being here. I was just on Abomination AJ's channel. He just did a random live stream that got like a bunch of views on it because people love AJ. I have no idea why, honestly.
I have a suspicion, but I don't want to say it here.
How do you say this name? I'm dyslexic.
Patagonico.
You should put the phonetic spelling of it in a comment so I can pronounce it. But it looks like, was this Harambe after he like
he got cancer? Yeah, he got the Christy Alley treatment, man.
I'm trying to see what the icon is. Looks like a monkey here, but
yeah, it does.
Shelby AC is here, and Abomination AJ doesn't know why people like him either. So we'll get to the bottom of this, dude. Why people like you?
We'll figure it out.
All right. Well, Zach's going to show up here in a few moments, but let's go through some of these characters we can maybe get. Like, there are no brainers here.
Yeah, let's pregame here.
To this. So this was not made by me. So if you have any issues with it wasn't made by me. There's some redundant young characters down here below.
That's what we're talking about. Get them out. We don't need them. We don't need them.
I can't even do it. What am I supposed to do here?
Delete, Control, Alt, Delete.
I'm hitting the power button on my computer to see if it works. It's not. So
that's strange. No, but we're not going to take into consideration the younger characters. There's just no reason to. Hey. Oh shit.
What are you guys doing?
Nothing. Stream's ending, guys. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks.
Gotta go.
Great.
Oh, Dad just walked in on us.
What are we doing? Streaming on your channel, Zach? I don't know.
Hey.
The lovely Cherry just came in. Thank you for being here. Hey, whichever channel you guys are on, just go ahead and smash that like button for us. Subscribe if you haven't already had to. And he'll just be called Pat, just like that hot SNL individual, right?
Who's that?
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
The skit. Oh, it's like a gender-neutral character. He's like, it's Pat, and you couldn't tell whether it was a boy or girl.
I think it's pronounced gender.
Let me know in the chat if you know who Pat is.
Can you have two windows open at a time? Can you do that? Is that a thing you can do? 2 windows?
Like 2 streams?
Yeah.
Listen.
Okay, just go ahead. Tell us your flex here. What are you doing right now?
No. Listen, yeah, if you're on a browser listening to this, not on your phone with the app, you do have the ability to... Okay, listen. The FBI may be onto you, but you got to take the risk here. Open up another tab and open up the stream in another one, so you can be on the Flaccid Phoenix channel as well as Zax's channel watching this. Just to let you know, you can do that.
Great.
Yeah. But don't tell anyone.
Cologne.
No, you put on a cologne. All right, do it, man.
Also, real quick before we get into this tier list, can you give us the reasoning for this icon you made? Did you not just like want to pick
behind
a
this
here?
Christmas?
Oh, just celebrating the season. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Why is there a Santa hat with antlers? Do you know what Santa looks like traditionally, or no?
This is my own version of Santa. This is the Canadian Santa.
Okay, that's what we were wondering about.
You guys have a weak Santa with no weapons. He can't defend himself at all. Our Santa has antlers.
Dude, our Santa has like magic powers or some shit. Doesn't even need weapons. Come on.
Your Santa, doesn't he come on Boxing Day?
No. He comes. He hits us first, you guys.
Hey, what's Boxing Day? Tell me about it. I've never heard of this.
Boxing Day?
Yeah.
You are. I know where. You know what? I know you know Boxing Day. Nice
I don't know Boxing Day. I live in Minnesota, the closest you can get to, and I've never heard of
Day.
No, I don't. What is it?
It's the day after Christmas, where everything goes on sale.
Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense. That's a thing, but it's not called Boxing Day here. At least not that I've heard of. I don't know.
It's like your Black Friday, but it's more desperate because it's after Christmas, and that's it. If we don't sell it now, we're fucked.
Right. Okay. That makes sense.
Hey, Teresa and Shelby.
Tim's talk here saying on your left, but towards the middle. Yeah, that's where we want you, right there.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of people. You got to specify.
Get in the sandwich.
And Nosferatu. What the hell is this about?
Yeah, what is that? What the hell does that mean?
Okay, well, let's get into this. Let's get into this live stream tier list. So we're gonna go through each one of these. I want to hear people in the chats your guys's letter grade. S is the top, and then A, B, C, and D. So hopefully we'll just go through this.
Like literally for each character, actually put it in the chat, like which letter, and we'll check it out.
Yeah, if there's an overwhelming support for a letter grade, we'll
adjust.
Okay, do you guys prefer anybody go first here on the list here, or should we just go in just this order here?
I'm looking at the order here. If it's too strong, like
see if I can make this full screen real quick here.
F11, right?
Female here named Trip.
F11.
You guys.
Oh, Tripe. He is the best.
Dude, I love Tripe.
Misgendering.
It doesn't really help that much, but Daemon is the first one here. Let's just go on this order here, right? So Daemon S tier, stock, yeah. Can we just agree Daemon's S tier?
Of course, Daemon's S tier. It's like the easiest one on this list. Come on, he's S tier. We love everything he does. His arc is actually super interesting. He's a wild card. He's crazy. You don't know what he's gonna do, but he's also super competent, and he has that little, angst that we like to see, especially early on. He's the classic rival character. He's a great archetype. We love him.
Is actually your viewpoint on Daemon, which tier he should be?
Well, he's S tier for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Has to be.
Who can make the argument that he's A or below? Besides that, they're like, oh well, he killed his ex-wife and he groomed his niece. It's like, dude, those are both awesome things to do.
Base decisions. Like, that's S. That's S material right there.
He took care of business. That's all it was.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, he did walk away from his wife while she was dying during childbirth, but like he had something he had to go do, I'm sure.
Listen, she took that matter into her own hands. I don't think that was anything on him.
He walked away from her?
Yeah.
No, he was just like
he didn't walk away. She literally asked the maester, he's like, hey, is she going to survive this procedure? And then, unlike his brother, King V, who we also love, but, a little too quick on the I'll kill my wife decision, Daemon couldn't even make a decision. He was silent. And that's when his pregnant wife fucking shot past him like a bullet to kill herself faster than anybody ever has in history. So I don't know. I don't think that he could have prevented that.
And we got a smash. Daemon, of course he smashed.
Yes, of course.
Thanks,
Patty.
There.
AJ says, I love Daemon. Should have been the race swapped character. Hey, no, bad.
Okay. Well, let's get into Lyonel Strong, your favorite character here.
Yeah. And this is the guy I was talking about in the intro, where I love this character. He's great. Everything he does, I fucking love. But you can't put him in the S tier because he doesn't really do anything. He's not he doesn't really have an arc to put forward. You know what I mean? Nothing he does really influences the realm in one way or another. He just keeps the status quo, which is a good thing, but it's just not compelling enough to put him into that S spot, in my opinion.
I thought you were a Lyonel Strong guy.
He is
your boy.
He
is my boy. I just said I love this guy. He's like one of the best. If I was going to hang out with anybody on this list, like Lyonel's up there, man. He's one of my tops.
No, okay, but I also get this weird vibe off Lyonel that he's like the kind of, I'll just say, autistic guy that's at the table and he kind of is waiting for everyone to ask him his opinion, but doesn't want to speak up. And they're like, well, Lyonel hasn't spoken for like 3 hours. We should probably ask him. He's like, oh, you want to ask me now? Here, I'll give you this amazing advice. But you're like, okay, why do you have to be so weird about it, Lyonel? I don't know. I get that kind of vibe off.
He's polite, man. He's not just going to interject whenever he wants to, like me. I do that, and that's why I'm not even worthy of Lyonel's time.
Because we're saying, like, I think he can almost go to a C tier. B might be okay, but I'm almost going C tier.
My vote's for B, man.
Let us know in the chat. Were we voting for Lyonel Strong? Because what does he really do in it? He doesn't really have a character arc. He has an impact to the story, but he really is just the good alternative to Otto. And that's all the purpose he serves in it. If they flushed out the middle part between episode 5 and 6 where that time jump happened, I think Lyonel would be way higher because he would get time with them. But
he doesn't do interesting things, you're right. But dude, like how long was he hand? Like at least 6-8 years, whatever time skip that was. He kept the peace. Viserys commended him for saying, "You have been my loyal servant." No self-interest. He's just a great guy. I could see putting him in the C category if you put Otto in the B category. But I think, in my opinion, the spoiler alert, Otto deserves to be in the A tier, I think. And if so, I think Lyonel should not be more than one tier beneath him.
I think the problem with Lyonel is that, like, what was his big contribution was, no, you didn't punish my son hard enough. So you need to punish him more, and we're going to be banished. And then he took him away to go be murdered by his other son. So I don't know, like, how do you give that more than a C? You think
fathering points? They should bump him down a few pegs or what?
I mean, he got one son killed by the other, and it was his fault.
I guess really. That's true. I could see it. Okay, listen, like I said, if you put him in C, I get it, but I just think he should be in B. Maybe the lowest spot in B. I mean, come on, give me something here.
Yeah.
Not only that, but he couldn't open a door. It was just a door.
It's true, yeah. I mean, he wasn't known, in his defense, he wasn't known as the strongest guy in the realm, unlike his son, but still, like, yeah.
His son also failed to open the door, though, and he raised that son, so.
It's a fucking pull, Lyonel. Pull the door open. He's like pushing it the whole time. Like,
I think they were both pushing it. They were both pushing against the door. They couldn't get into it. They couldn't communicate because he's a bad dad.
All right, whatever. Fine. Put him in C. I don't give a shit.
He
put
him in
C. Yeah, whatever.
We'll come back to it. We'll put a pin in it. Hopefully come back if other people are way below him.
Put a pin in him.
Pat says high C, low B.
I could see that. Yeah, I agree with that.
And then Tripe, our favorite commenter on our channel
Invoke Shadalls. Hello, Shield Wall of Dragons. We sure the Flacids are capable of post-nut clarity? Unfortunately, we are. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
and then
yes.
Shield Wall's already getting into Otto. He says A tier. Yeah, we're going to get to Otto here. Don't worry yourselves. We got Lyonel, Corlys, Velaryon. Let's go with him next here. I actually like Corlys a lot. You pulling up a comment here?
Yeah, Shield Wall has a good point here. It was really Alicent's feat, too, that contributed to that whole mess.
That's true.
No, that was before the feat. That was...
Okay, well, we didn't see the feats yet, but I mean, come on. Isn't it pretty clear the feat have made an appearance before that?
He was feat-seeking at that point.
He was feat-seeking. That's true.
Yeah.
Even if he hadn't seen them yet, he knows they're there, you know?
And hello, Peter Venkman Fanside. Thanks for coming.
Hey, thanks for coming. Be sure to smash that like button like you like to smash at least one of these characters. Tell me, there has to be one person in House of Dragon you'd like to smash.
No, none of them. Liar.
Liar.
Fucking liar. Anyway, listen, back to the business here. Corlys.
Okay,
come on, Dom Boy, tell me what you think of him.
We talked about this a little bit. Like we said, we did a video where we're going to do our top 5. He made our top 5. I like him a lot. No reason why he's not like an S tier. I almost think he's like a low A, high B. But I think I have to go with A just in comparison with everybody else here. I think he has clear motivations. He has somewhat of a character arc, and he kind of flip-flops a little bit. But the only reason why I don't put him like an S tier is because he doesn't have the conflict like relationships other than with his wife. If they showed me more of like his Laenor, Laena, children dynamic there and fleshed him out more, that'd be better. But he is integral to the story. Goes on an arc. He is a huge person within the realm, and he's acted really well. And he has some of the greatest lines in this series. So I vote low A, high B. Let us know in the chat, where do you put Lionel? Corlys, Velaryon.
I also would put him in A. And for every reason you said, but you're right. It's just holding him back from S tier. A little bit more screen time would have been nice. Maybe showing, his exhibitions in the Stepstones, right? And like both times, the first time when he's doing the whole conquering thing against the crab feeder, and then later on when he goes on that excursion that gets him mortally wounded, right? At that point, he's really mentally traumatized or something, right? He's trying to escape the death of his kids, or like the impact the death of his kids had on him. I'd like to see that. And because we didn't see it, who knows why. I think it should be an A as well.
I say he's an A, but in the book, he's an S tier Uber Chad.
Uh-oh.
And he is. But in the show,
dog whistle.
What they did was, for definitely dog whistling. Hey, AJ, he likes that.
B for beta. He puts him as a beta.
Whoa, AJ, come on, man.
Come on.
Stop judging him on the color of his skin there, AJ. Holy shit.
It's unbelievable.
He does nothing but he gets a talking to from Rhaenys, and she gaslights him the entire show. And she's like, he decides, we're going to do this. And she says, no, you should do the opposite. And he's like, oh, okay. No, I want to do what we should do. And then eventually he comes around to saying, okay, well, you're right. That's what we'll back off. We're going to run. We'll go be free, just ourselves and our family. And she's like, well, you can't do that because then our kids are dead and you've doomed them. Like, it's just lecture after lecture. And he does whatever it is that he does. She wants the opposite, and he has to apologize and come to her side. So the show lowers him to an A.
So you votes for A as well.
Yeah, he goes A. Okay, he wants him as an S tier, because of the book. Yeah, and I think that's more of a detriment on Rhaenys, which we can start right now. I think a lot of people are saying A, except for AJ, who's, trying to dog whistle to his boys. Him and Kanye probably have the same viewpoints on Corlys.
It's now.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. Rhaenys, I think she was okay. She's more of like she's like really fleshed out. Again, she's more of a complimentary character in this, but I'd say she's C to like D. She has some development in here, but she kills so many people in the Dragon's Pit, and that's unforgivable. And her reasoning for like, oh, I wasn't me to start the war. It's like, dude, you could have ended the war. There would have been how much less bloodshed. But first off, you committed like 1,000 person death or something, whatever you want to call it.
It's a T attack, it
is.
Yeah,
it's a T attack. It's a Terry attack. Yeah. So I vote C, maybe D. People in the chat, let us know what's Rhaenys for you, and that's Corlys' wife, the queen that never was.
Yeah, let us know. I completely agree. I think low C, maybe D. The only reason why I'm not saying D is because I think eventually we're going to get to characters that we see almost nothing of, and they have to go to D by default. So I'd put her in C as well. She basically has no arc. She's kind of a walking plot device because the whole show is kind of based on this whole she was supposed to be the ruler of the realm, but she wasn't because she's a woman. And now we're kind of seeing that repeat with Rhaenyra, who's actually has an arc and actually has personality. Rhaenys is just kind of in the background the whole time. And the one thing that she does do was deliver that information on Dragonback after killing a bunch of people for no reason.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's just not an arc. So I think she's definitely C.
I could see her being C, maybe even D, because she starts all these issues and then she doesn't finish any of them, and she kills all these people, but not the right people that could actually, save her family and put her in good position. All she does, she's like that kid who walks through your kitchen and like just knocking over plates and the cookie jars and saying, I didn't do it. You're like, I can see you did it, right?
She's a liar.
I could see you did it, but
Yeah.
it just keeps, and she's just, no, I didn't do it. Like, yeah,
That's her truth.
Yeah, it is her truth, but she does not stop. She doesn't stop doing it. And so she's like, well, she's the ultimate gaslighter is what she is. And she does that to her husband. She does it to everyone involved in both sides of the conflict. She won't pick a side until she picks the side that's, probably going to lose. And she could have finished off the other side that she started the fight with. So yeah, C or D.
It's true. And you know what? She really is like a covert emasculator. She is. She kind of contradicts Corlys at every point. And Corlys doesn't really listen to her all the times. That's why I can't say he's a beta or whatever, a whipped guy. But he does kind of, in the end, after his mortally wounding experience, whatever, he does come around to Rhaenys' side of the equation and say, what, you're right. My quest for the throne, all this stuff, it was, unfounded. I was misguided. You're right. I'm going to go with you. And then as soon as he says that, Rhaenys is like, well, actually, we're going to 180. You were right the whole time, Corlys. And he's like, oh, okay, I guess we're back to it. So, yeah, I just don't see that as a positive character trait. So, and there's no development. Like the development that happens in that little 180 seems to come out of nowhere because she seems pretty true to herself the whole time. She seems like she'd want to be exempt from this conflict, which she claimed to be, and that's why she didn't end the conflict. But no, she takes a side 5 minutes later. It's just very strange. So, C.
Yeah, I mean, I'd smash though, but I would.
Yeah, smash.
She'd make Corlys watch. I bet.
Oh, dude.
Trip here says if Corlys is A, Rhaenys is as well. Yes, the end was bad, but you can't put Corlys above her. Oh, dude, I can totally put Corlys above her.
I can put Corlys. You're going to watch us do it.
Absolutely. And I'll watch them do it for sure.
Here, you want to read more of these comments real quick?
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. Shield Wall of Dragon says she's a C because she's a hard smash. And she is, got that Gilf energy. Abomination AJ S. She's playing the game, playing it smart, showing power and steps on her husband. That last one's his fault, not hers. I mean, kind of, yeah, well, sure, whatever. He is. It is his weakness. Like, he could have put his foot down, man. But to be fair, she could have easily killed him in that bed. Shield Wall of Dragon said, I feel like she might get better in season 2. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Who knows? I didn't dislike her or anything.
Yeah. No, I didn't dislike her until like the very end where I was like, and then I think mostly because the internet too just was in love with this girl boss mentality too, right? Like, oh my, she stole episode 9. I'm like, she didn't steal episode 9. She became a villain in episode 9. Whatever the stuff that the Greens were doing all in episode 9, getting everything set up and everything, she committed an act of terror. She basically made 9/11 look like a like a little.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
it made it did, but basically only because of the dragons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing, man. She could have just flown out of the dragon keep from the entrance,
Makes no sense.
right? The giant cave just flown away. You know how much more impactful it actually would have been to the story if we just kind of hear the dragon sounds and then see her flying away through that door as like the coronation is happening. It's way more realistic. Dude, Trip is just going crazy here. I'm sorry, Tripe.
Here we go.
Invoked Shadal. Mrs. Invoked Shadal. And tried to sell off his preteen granddaughter. Okay, I came in the middle. Sorry.
Well, she is talking about earlier on about women, just in general, which I can't disagree with this. They change their mind 180 whenever they want, which is true. Mostly at the most inconvenient times. And Corlys ran away and hit on the sea. Well, he did go to war. He went to war.
You can't blame the guy. First off, that's how you make a living in the Stepstones when you're the Velaryons.
And he wants to hang out with the boys, dude. What are you going to get mad at him for wanting to hang with the boys? What do you think we're doing right now?
And Hail Valor's here.
Hail Valor, thanks for being here. Yeah,
I was man.
Hanging out with him in AJ's chat today. We were reviewing a bunch of stuff. So go ahead and sub to AJ's channel. You can drop links in there, AJ, if you want to. I think you're a mod. Okay, next one up. Oh, King V. Vizzy T, as I see he's called on the internet sometimes.
Vizzy T.
Yeah. You know what? I wanted to put him as S. I don't know if you put him as S. Maybe you do. He's right up there. I think he's the second best character other than Daemon. I think Daemon's the best. King V is great. I think he's low. I think he's like the second, so I almost want to put him as right below Daemon, but almost an A. What do you guys think?
Well, we talked about this in our prototype video, and I was kind of back and forth at first. I didn't think he really did that much or had enough character development to be number one, even though we love him, right? Like, he's the character I think we all kind of love the most, competing with Daemon, but he doesn't really do that much. However, thinking back on it, he endures so many trials and tribulations, just physically and mentally, and his like staff and his family around him are always at odds. And despite that, he has to what do you want to say? Like, stay on the straight road or whatever, right?
Yeah.
He stays true to himself. His resolve is always strong enough to not make horrible decisions. You could say he kind of is a slack off king at the beginning, doesn't take conflict seriously and stuff like that. But eventually, I do think he gets his shit in order, and he at least surrounds himself with intelligent enough people to make these decisions for him to some extent. So I definitely don't think he's S, but you're probably right about him being the second best. It's tough, but I mean, I love him. What do you think, Zax?
I think if you could have an S minus, he'd be an S minus. But how many S's do you think we can have on this tier list is the question.
I think he probably top it off at that. I don't think anybody, well, honestly, if I look at it real quick, who can really even compete to be S? I don't think anybody else.
No.
Right.
So I think he's the only other one that has a fighting chance.
I think I'm going to have him be.
Oh my.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
D.
Wow.
Dude, Tripe.
Tripe, you're about to get kicked.
Unsub Tripe. If you're subbed, unsub, and then resub or whatever. But
he is a terrible king.
Hit the bell, notifications.
Good man, bad king. He's an A.
This is not the requirement for an S tier or even a good character. Them be good at their job.
Dude, he's also a peacetime king, though. Like, he did not start any wars. Come on, he's like the first king, and who knows how many not to start any wars, except the whole Stepstones thing. We don't talk about that.
We got some. Go ahead. What's next?
I said he jumped in late after it was almost already settled.
Yeah.
So yeah, good time to join.
True. True.
So what's your vote on this? S tier?
Hold on. The chat is really piling up here. So we got D, we got AJ. He's also D.
AJ, abomination. You are an abomination.
Yeah, here, Gator, you can read this off.
All right, Shield Wall of Dragons, in quotes, all hail King Viserys Targaryen, the first of his name, King of the Andals, the Rhaenyra, and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, Protector of the Realm, and the Prince of Dragonstone. That's our fucking boy. Are you kidding me?
Dude, yeah.
Episode
Pat
8.
S.
Yes.
He's the G. His entrance made me cry. Dude, it's hard to hold back tears, especially then when with Daemon too. And that's how you know like these characters are so good, is because even though he had that good interaction when he's just looking at Rhaenyra for a second as he's approaching the throne, the interaction he has with Daemon is so much better, where he's just like, grabs his crown, puts it on him, and you just know like, oh, what could have been if they would have teamed up.
I know. It's just so good because, he shoves off the guards trying to help him up. Then he thinks it's the guard when Daemon's picking up the crown for him, and he says, no, get away. Sees it's Daemon, lets his brother help him up there. Fucking amazing, dude. What a great episode. That is like top scenes in the whole franchise.
Tripe, is this a negotiation with us? Maybe C.
He did a horrible job at the end. The last thing that he did was confuse. He started the whole conflict, man.
He did.
It's like the worst thing he could do. Dude, Z? Is that good? Okay.
Yeah, Z's like he goes back. It's like the horseshoe effect. Like it's so bad it's good, right?
That's my horseshoe sound effect. Peter Venkman Fansite says, I've never seen the show or read the books. I'm just here for the fan talk. Thanks, man.
Well, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
That's also a female.
Oh,
really?
Thanks, woman.
Thank you, Mr. or Mrs. Peter Venkman Fansite.
Thanks,
I know we misgender all the time on here.
You guys are canceled and uncanceled. So that was good.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. There we go.
Crisis evaded.
Yep.
Double jeopardy. We are in the clear. All right. Next one up here, Sir Harrold Westerling.
Yeah.
He is the commander of the King's Guard. What's the actor's name?
I don't know.
McTavish? Grant McTavish?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Chad.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. He is a Chad. Uber Chad. I love him. But I don't know if he's that great of a character. I think he's a good character. I don't know if he's like, he would be like a low B, high C, basically because I I don't know, like where does he like lay there? You know what I'm saying? Like there's not that much to the story with him, but at least he sticks to his principles, and he should be dead according to the books right now. So I don't know where they're going to take him in season 2, how long he's for this world. But I mean, what do you guys put him at?
Is he realistically? I love Westerling too. He's like, he's such a Chad. When Criston Cole kills that member of the Kingsguard or whatever they're talking about, and Westerling basically defects, right? Great scene. I don't see how you could put him any higher than Lyonel Strong though. They're kind of the same. They're different roles, but they're basically the same. So my vote's right beneath Lyonel, to be honest with you. Okay. Matt 6 Bear, new sub, holla. Dude, I'm hollering all at you. Let's do it.
Thank you for being here. Smash that like button. We are dual streaming, so you might be in the Zach's chat, you might be in the Flasher chat, but you can be in both chats if you want to. You just have 2 tabs open, guys.
2 tabs, 2 windows.
You DP the stream, baby. Come on, let's
go. Thanks, Matt.
Yep, don't even ask.
Zach's, where do you put Westerling?
A.
Holy shit.
Justification, please.
Yeah, let's hear this.
He's a good-looking dude.
Check.
Fact check, true.
Keeps his mouth shut most of the time.
Like a good woman does, yep.
He does his job to the best of his ability all the time. He puts Criston Cole in his place a couple of times, and when it's time to be dishonorable, he steps away. So, but yet he's going to pick us out eventually. So he's not gone forever. He's just gone for now, which is also a smart move on his part. So I'm going to say he's an A for me. And I like the actor a lot.
Okay. I mean, I hear all your decisions, but there is fucking no way he's an A-list character. Like, up there with Corlys, dude.
AJ knows. You guys?
Yeah. Well, AJ also. You don't listen to AJ.
AJ put King V at rank Z.
No, that was Nosferatu. But yeah, he put him like a D or something, pretty low there. But whatever, I'm thinking in the chat here for Westerling, Commander of the Kingsguard, he embraces the balls. He should get some points like on his record, unlike Lyonel.
That's true. Maybe he is one above Lyonel then.
Lyonel,
you guys put King V as an S tier, and his big move was letting his brother help him up because he was too feeble to walk on his own.
Dude, I voted Viserys for A tier, so let the record show. Strike me down, dark.
So,
Your Honor, yeah. The record will show that.
I would put Westerling at least on his level.
We're getting B's here. Maybe we'll move up Lyonel.
What? Put Westerling at least on King V's level? How could you?
On King V's level? And okay, Zach's is.
Okay,
Zach's I think there's a gas leak. Go check. Yeah, go check your house real quick and see if you're good.
I like King V. He's just not good at his job. Westerling is better at his job.
Then who? Than King V is?
King V, yeah.
Yeah, but he's not like a well fleshed out character, and that's part of being the good character here. I don't know if this isn't a competency test. Competency test.
Yeah.
You guys are so low T. You're like, oh, he's not complicated enough. We don't know enough about who he is in the inside. What the fuck? You guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we're proctologists. Sorry, we're obsessed with the insides.
We got
to
find out what's going on in there. Forced entry.
What's wrong with you?
Dude, there's a lot of things. I don't know how much time you guys got, but there's a lot of things wrong with us. Yeah, Weird Al gives us a good tip here. Says maybe you guys should alternate what channel you're streaming on instead of streaming on both. Yeah, so the idea behind that real quick is that we're just going to try to flesh out this time slot, get the most exposure to it, and then we're just going to continue to do that or just do it on one channel. But yeah, no worries. We're attempting to just do something new to get the most exposure out.
One of the ideas behind it is that like that is the reason we want to cement the actual like the time of the show, but notifications don't always go out. So if we both send them out, there's a good chance at least one will go out. So
exactly. Yeah, eventually this will be the Flaccid Phoenix time slot, just like how that Wednesday time is Zax's time slot. Yeah, but it's an outreach program is what it is. Give us your charity, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Shield Wall is saying, I think we're getting a little conflicting conflating the actors and the character a little.
Yeah, thank you, Shield Wall. Zax is doing that.
Yeah, Zax is here. And then Abomination AJ still protesting this stream. Says take V and Corlys down in tier.
Ain't gonna happen, AJ.
Sorry, AJ.
He just wants him to have more body hair, dude. Body hair, big fangs, big canines. Tripe says, the real question is, how do we rate the Flaccids and how do we rate Zax? Dude, tell us in the chat.
Well, let's do that right after the stream. We'll rate us where we should be, and we'll get the chat's opinion on it as well. But so I think we're gonna hit. Is Harrold Strong a B or C? What are we saying here?
C character. Come on,
C,
you can put him above
C.
Strong, but come on, there's no way he's a B.
And we can I think he's a C
Oh
too.
my God.
He's good, but I mean, he's just not that. There's not much to him.
Yeah,
and
we
I think
like him, but
Oh
we need
God.
high standards, guys. Come
How
on.
does he feel, you guys? Listen to you.
I'm listening. Sure,
How does
Wall
he-
says,
Yeah.
if you want more exposure, don't wear
Yeah.
pants. Yeah.
Check.
True.
Check.
Yeah.
I'm
Check,
doing that right
true.
now.
Done.
All right. Okay. So this is another character, right? Aegon. Right. There's not much to Aegon. I would almost say he's a C or D right now. There's not much about him fleshed out. Sure, he's like very like evil right now, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a less compelling Joffrey at this point. And you know, in the later seasons, we're gonna get more of him. So I don't know where I want to put him if he's a complete D, but C's where I think you cap out on this guy. In the chat, let us know where do you put Aegon Targaryen, second of his name, king of the
King of the
Andals and the Rhaenyra.
The first
The
man,
rightful
protector of the realm.
king. Hashtag Team Green. Go ahead. Whoever wants to take this.
I'm
I'll
with Trip.
just- go ahead.
He's a D. He's a D.
He's a
Absolutely.
He's a D as in dick, but I don't think he's a D character. Like he's
Oh,
a
come
shitster. He's a shitster, but I think he goes in low
No.
C. Come on, he's somewhat interesting. We've had screen time from him. He likes to jerk off out of balconies, man. Like the same balcony, probably that little bitch Tommen killed himself out of. Like that's way more based behavior.
Based behavior?
Yeah, based behavior, man. He doesn't care.
The part where he grapes the kids, that's based for you?
Yeah,
Rapes them.
Yeah, he
It-
grapes the kid. No, he
That's
doesn't grape the
Minnesota
kids.
based, maybe. Yeah, Minnesota
Yeah.
based.
Listen, you don't listen. I'm just gonna say you don't come. We don't come to you guys. You come to us, right? There's like a one-way traffic into the
Yeah,
United States.
I worked at that outlet mall, and guess we had a lot of Canadians coming down there.
Yeah, where me and Gator used to work.
Yes.
Tons of Canadians. Couldn't keep them out. So I think we go D. But I think we go D. Sorry.
D.
Gator,
All
here
right,
on this.
whatever,
he's D.
whatever.
Okay. Please clarify exactly how we are judging. So it's not an exact
Not exact science.
criteria. Yeah, it's not exact science. It's not like really checklist clear. But okay, so I want to know their character arc, right? Like how much of their character is being developed, how compelling they are. Do they steal the scenes they're in? Are they consistent in the way they're being portrayed the whole way through? We're going to get into that a little bit when we get into Rhaenyra and Alicent.
And then it's also like how much screen time they have, and that's when like acting comes into play and all that stuff too. You know, it's like because the likability is up there too. That's why Daemon's number one. Like it's part of the reason why he's number one. You know.
Yeah, and a lot of people's or the characters are revolved around their relationship with what person, right? Corlys almost stands by himself there a little bit with like people's relationships are with Corlys, like it's Vaemond is Corlys's brother. Daemon has enough of independence where it's, you know, you have Daemon's wives or whatever you want to say, his kids, his relationship with all these other characters are important, unlike what you get with like when you get later on this list here, Tywin and Jason Lannister. Like do they steal the scenes? No, but I mean, are they funny, you know, like are they good at what they do? It's like, okay, yeah, then that's where it gets in there a little bit. So yeah, it's not exact science. It's very subjective, but you know, she can't freaking spell it. Tripe, you're my dude then. I can't spell either, so don't worry about it.
So Smart Music does not rank him because he's a psycho. So
okay.
Sweet but a psycho. All right, what about Criston Cole? What about Criston Cole?
Criston Cole.
You want me to tell you what I think of this fucking guy, dude? This is the polar opposite of Daemon. Daemon, he practices semen retention to his deathbed, basically, until it's absolutely needed to procreate. Criston Cole will let that thing out of its sheath the first chance he gets, and he pretends to act like he doesn't want to do it because it's based on some kind of an honor base. And then the very next day, this girl that he hooks up with won't, like, I don't know, go exclusive with him, whatever you want to say, go steady. And he turns into a complete revenge porn simp supreme and dedicates his whole life to screwing this girl over. It's pathetic, to be honest with you. It's totally pathetic. He has almost no development other than that. Like at one point, he was an honorable guy who was a member of the Kingsguard. Yeah. And now what? He's just a pissed off revenge porn version of that same guy and does basically nothing the rest of the season. Murders a gay guy for no other reason than he's gay, confirmed.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the whole reason. He's like, oh yeah, I don't mind that you know my secret, but I heard you like dick, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Tripe here. So maybe B. No, I think it's a C, maybe D. Let us know in the chat. What do you think? Where you want to put Sir Criston Cole? Zach, where do you put him at?
B. He's a solid B, and here's why. You guys are missing the whole first episode where he beat Daemon in a fair fight.
What does that mean?
Yeah, he's good at fighting, but what about his character?
He was a faceless, like, we haven't even seen his face at that point yet. He was just he was a suit of armor. He's a walking suit of armor.
Yeah, he was a walking suit of armor who beat Daemon in a fair fight. He took on all those crab dudes, no problem, Daemon did. Criston Cole took him out, no problem. No sweat even.
Listen, AJ's got the right idea here. I actually wouldn't put Criston at a D. I'd put him as a C character, possibly even top of the C tier right now, but he is Simp Supreme, and that bumps him down to D for me.
Yeah, and the development, like, so, yeah, Daemon loses that fight, right, because he's a little arrogant there, but by the end of it, he's a kind of different character. Criston Cole is different, but, like, in the worst way, and the way they do it, too, is like, yeah, I wasn't able to convince the heir to the Iron Throne to leave all of her titles behind and go off to Essos with me to be literally nobodies. Yeah, and then the anger he holds towards her how many years later is ridiculous. So I think that's part of the, I don't know if you want to say consistency or writing of it, that the time jump. So that's on the writers. I'm not saying it's necessarily him, but just the portrayal of the characters because of how inconsistent or how big of that jump it was with him. So that's why I put him lower down there. Now, you want to say best fighters. Yeah, he's up there. Like Harrold, Strong, Criston Cole, Daemon are the best, period.
Daemon's like below them, though.
But like he's like wants to be below him, though, right?
He does, but I'm with Gator. Gator on this one, he's a B.
B? Gator, you put him a B?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. All right. Gator just had to step away just for 1 second here.
Oh, weird. He changed his goal. He was gone. Funny.
It changes B. Yeah, we can put him as a B, maybe C. We're gonna maybe modify this little this kind of no man's land here from the B to C here. We got a bunch of things. Yeah, I know AJ says it's D. I know Tripe is big B. Pat says D. And then oh yeah, this is who's his name? Shieldwall Dragon's talking about, I think it's Samuel. Blackwood, right? Is the guy that gutted out
the Blackwood, yeah.
Yeah, which honestly, that's funny enough you bring that up, Shieldwall. That's like the best performing short on my channel by far. It's like 3 million views on it or something like that. Nothing compared to Zach's channel, but
mine are gone, so yours is.
So I have the crown, baby.
You do.
So if you just came in here, be sure to smash that like button. Well, I don't know if people say share out the stream. I can't remember one stream I shared out, honestly. But if you feel so inclined to,
That's true.
You know, go ahead and share. You go ahead and share out the stream if you want to.
Wait. Hold up here. I step away for like 1 minute to feel Zach's wife's forehead to see if she has a fever, and I come back and Criston Cole's in B.
Oh no! Oh no! What happened? He's up.
What's going on here?
Yeah. We'll keep him as
yes. Is he annoying by the end? Yes, but he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be annoying.
I don't need to hear this. This is Canadian bottom logic. Okay.
I don't like him either. I don't like him, but I don't know if that's a criteria for. So okay, well here let's go with a more easy one here. Abomination's favorite character out of the series, Laenor.
What's his favorite haircut?
Yeah, favorite haircut. He really was mad about they didn't give him enough screen time. I kind of agree with that. But Laenor, I think he's like D or C, but not just because there's not a lot to him.
Yeah,
he's just
he's
known
a
as
C character.
Yeah, he's just as the gay lover of, or the gay husband of Rhaenyra that isn't able to bust inside. Is that what the subtext we're supposed to get there, that he's infertile or he just couldn't bust?
No,
period.
I got from it is he just couldn't. Yeah, he couldn't ejaculate. He couldn't finish the job. That's what I got from that. I don't think he's infertile, but maybe he is. I don't know. He's the opposite. I don't think he's practicing semen retention like Daemon, so he's not a Chad. You know, he doesn't have that high T effect, but he's definitely not. I don't think Rhaenyra has felt any of his semen. And yeah, Patty, he is the gay one.
Yeah, he's the gay one. Was actually he said feel his wife. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing it was for a fever.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm going to say on air. I don't know.
You were quick.
Fever is a slang.
Oh, yeah. I was back in like 2 seconds. Isn't that a pretty good indicator of what I was doing?
Look, Tripp's got to go, but Tripp is giving out fair analysis of the host of the show. And I think we call this out. And yeah.
I'll probably have to. I should lower my voice so I can talk in a realistic Tripe voice. I'll probably have to go in a bit, so I'll give Zach's an S tier, Don F tier for messing with my name. Flaccid gets a B for now, simply because Corlys is still an A tier. Laughs. I'm guessing that.
No, laugh like you would, like your tripe. I'm a man.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Would say.
Right. That's pretty good.
Okay. Abomination AJ. Wow, dude, you're really switching your tone on this now. He's voting Laenor a D. So, what do you guys put Laenor real quick? Where do we put Laenor?
Oh, I think he's a C character. That's my
C, bottom C, or is he middle C?
I think he's middle C, actually.
Middle C?
Yeah, I think he's middle C.
Okay, well, let's put it because we're talking about Lyonel's almost B right there. So I think he's middle, but he's better than Rhaenys. I think Rhaenys is such a I don't know. I don't like her. I don't like Rhaenys. So. All right, well, now, hey, Gator, you just want to...
hey, come on now. I can't make a nice little innocent joke. Listen, I thought we were Yu-Gi-Oh bros. Just one guy talking to another guy about Yu-Gi-Oh. Play Cash Tier. Fun deck.
He's a D. I agree with AJ on this one. But okay, guys. Whatever.
No, Daemon, or AJ's saying he wants Laenor's D. That's what the D is for there.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah. Okay, well, what about the white worm here? The little...
time out.
What's up?
Oh, he made the T with his hands.
You're not going to talk about the black guy, right? We have a black guy in the chat who says this other black person is a D, and you guys are going to just override that and silence his voice? Is that what just happened?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, yeah, this is based...
We live in America, dude.
That's why Minnesota has so many problems.
Dude, 1776. Sound familiar?
Yeah, we just tallied up the votes. His counts for 3/5, so now it goes to C. So there you go.
Oh, man.
1619? Isn't that it?
There you go.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Very good.
The true founding of America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
Hey, good night, Tripe.
Yeah, see you later, Tripe.
All right. So, White Worm. I think she goes to I think D almost. What's really to her that's all that impactful, interesting character arc wise. By the end of it, she has her own operation of kind of like little like a Varys like
Varys
spiders.
To me, yeah, you did. It doesn't matter. To me, I think that her character arc just feels fake because like they introduce her and she's a prostitute or whatever, and then she just suddenly is this like master of whispers, right? Just out of nowhere. There's no explanation for whatsoever, unless I missed a whole episode or something. There's no explanation for it. I didn't like her in the first place, really. And at the end, I was actually confused as to who this character was because she looked like Daemon's wife, but I thought to myself, how could this possibly be the same person? Because the last time we saw her was in Dragonstone, right? Yeah. Married to Daemon?
Or like at least by the side of Daemon. They said they were going to be married, but Daemon just like bullshitted all that. And Shieldwall Dragon says she's hot as hell, but that's about it.
Yeah, that is true. And I don't think that her character arc is believable at all. She's a D tier to me. They want her to be interesting. That just seems like what the show is going for. They want her to be interesting, but are giving us absolutely no ingredients to make that happen. So,
and her accent's annoying. Zax, what do you think? Where do you put her?
D.
Finally.
I think above Aegon, though.
Yeah. She's okay to look at. She's a bit of a plank of wood performance-wise. But, and the character is like, I don't even know what that is.
And I think part of like the reason why I put Rhaenys and Aegon below, or, Rhaenys like, as below as she is because the potential they could have had with her. And they really kind of just don't really do anything with her. So,
AJ says B.
Here we go.
She escaped / calculated Daemon's wrath and fights for the kids. That's a no.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's a no.
She's trying to get a monopoly on the kid fighting. She's tired of these Targaryens taking all the crowns.
That's true. She probably steam and extracted all from Aegon, you know what I mean, and implanted women with all those little bastard kids they saw running around. You know what I'm talking about? When
it's good theory.
Aemond, see, I mean that's confirmed, I think. But
all right, Otto Hightower. I think he's A. I think he goes A. I think somebody said it earlier. I don't know if it was Shieldwall said A right off the top. I think he gets an A. He's a essential figure in all of this, but he's very compelling in his scene season as well.
Zax?
I think he's A. I
give
him an A. He's below the S tier because he does lose his spot, but he earns it back, which I think gives him a little bit more credit because he did manage to work his way back in there. He uses his daughter as a pawn, pimps her out to the king. That's pretty solid overall. So I think he's probably an A. He's nowhere near Daemon. But I think with this tier list, he's at least with Corlys.
Yeah, I totally agree. I spoiled this early on, like in the first few minutes of this Livestream. But yes, I think he's an A as well. He's just a great character. His development, he doesn't really change at all throughout the whole show, but he does slowly reveal the lengths he's willing to go to do what he wants. And what we see him want actually seems to change a little bit. Like at the beginning of the show, he seems to just kind of want Daemon to not be in charge. So it almost seems like a selfish little sniveling thing, which is why I didn't like him at first. But then when he manipulates Alicent to being with Viserys, which I mean, kind of just seems like a happy accident for him, but who knows? I mean, it worked out just too well. Maybe he had something to do with the death of Viserys' first wife somehow. I don't know how, but yeah, then we find out that he wants his blood on the throne, and he is super smart and tactical, willing to get there. He has many people working on his side, even in the small council. He has contingency plans. Yeah, I think this guy is definitely A tier.
Oh, yeah. But I can actually add to that because if you believe in the old time conspiracy with the Maesters working with the Hightowers to take out the Targaryens, then he could have been somewhat connected to the death of his wife.
Of Emma,
yeah, his wife, the child too, because like we said, I think Mr. Magoo, Maester Melos. No, I think Melos is the second one. Maester, do you remember what the Maester is? The white bald one at the beginning. Anyways, he kind of was like, here, let me just take your baby Baelor or whatever, and then he's like, yeah, it's totally fine. Then he's like, oh, it seems to be coughing. That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird how I poured that thing in his mouth. It started coughing. He's the Mr. Magoo of Maesters. So
yes, he is. Well, okay, there you go. Otto,
Man's a Chad uses his own daughters.
Yeah, dude.
Total base move, Pat. Yeah.
Also, indications, like little hints that he might be attracted to his own daughter too. Use her as a pawn and also sees her as a fuck toy.
Well, you can appreciate the beauty of your own daughter.
Yeah, okay. Shieldwall the Dragon said Otto and his scheming to get Alicent to marry the king is what puts all this into motion. Yes, it is. It is. He's an integral part of all the movement here, and that's what makes him great.
I would say, Shieldwall, that I think I want to maybe do a video on it, that this problem of succession was going to be an issue regardless, because even if you went with Rhaenys, you would have had an issue with Laenor clearly not being able to have heirs after that point, and there would have been another issue there, and then there would have been another female thing, and they would have been like, dude, you're gonna have two females in a row take the crown, whatever, and then it would have been another name on the Iron Throne, because he's seen King V had an issue with it too as well, right? He's like, the Targaryen, the dynasty's gonna end with me. I don't think so, buddy.
Right?
Yeah, base, titty flip, titty twister, Corlys. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. Okay, Larry Strong. I think he's almost gets to a B. I think he's a more compelling character. Has more agency in his own agenda than Lyonel is. Lyonel seems to be very level-headed in the things he does, but, is he that? I would say the only downside to Larry's is the foot thing. I'm not a big fan of that. You didn't even put that in there, but Larry's steals the scenes, like, in the bad way, right? Like, Daemon gets it because you're like, dude, Daemon, something's going on with this guy. He's scheming. Larry's is like, yeah, he's scheming, but I don't like what he's up to. Like, when we see him in episode 7, I think, Driftmark.
Mm-hmm.
Driftmart, like the
discount store of fucking Westeros.
At Driftmart, when he's there and like, hey, Larry says wants to speak with you, and he's like in the back and he like waves at Alicent or gives a head nod, and you're like, oh yikes, that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah, he steals scenes for the wrong reasons. I put him as a B, low B.
I think, he's B for sure. He is kind of like Daemon, like you were saying. He's sniveling and he's sneaky, and you don't really know what he's thinking. I still don't know what his motivation is exactly. Is he just trying to sow chaos, kind of like, Littlefinger? I don't think so. I think it's more calculated, and just even the fact I want to know more, I think tells me a lot about his character, where it should be in this list, at least. But you're right, dude. The foot fetish thing, it's like, come on. I don't care if this, like, a character is into that. But having a character like this who is trying to climb the ladder or manipulate this like regime, having him like succumb to his baser needs or whatever, like his weird fetish sexual stuff, it kind of makes him too human. You know what I mean? It's like Palpatine in Star Wars. I don't want to know that Palpatine wants to like have sex or is in love with a woman or something. It does take away a little bit. So I put him as a B. For sure. Shieldball the Dragon says, no, that foot scene, Larry jumps him up a rank for me. And he killed his family to get them feet.
Dude, can you imagine what kind of feet you have to be? Think of the feet. Like, imagine the best foot in the world. And would it ever make you want to kill your family to obtain it, just to see it? Not even touch, just to see it.
I know. See, that's the other thing, too. He's selling himself way too short. Like, you're giving this girl golden information. And you're accepting, like, dude, she'll show you her feet or whatever. And did you see what she did? There's a coffee table that's between them, and she kind of just rests her feet so her toes are barely poking up over the what's his name? What's Tim's neighbor in Tool Time? Or in Home
Wilson,
Improvement?
I think.
Yeah, like Wilson poking his head over the fence. That's the only view he gets of these toes. And he's jerking off to that? Like, what the fuck?
Heidi Toe. Okay, Abomination AJ says B, he played the game, an intriguing villain, and gets to jack off to the queen's feet. He's winning. Yeah, I definitely think he's currently winning the game. I mean, I guess his motivations, he's on the right track to...
That's a power move, though.
And
get her to do that for him. It's a power move, 100%.
You're right, it is. And I'll say this, too. If his motivation is just to jerk off to Alicent's feet whenever he wants. Okay, yeah, sure. Like, he's winning. But if that's the situation, I mean, I don't even think he deserves to be B in that case. Because nice character arc, bro. You know?
Larry's short-term goals is feet. He's crosses off the list.
Yeah, exactly. Long-term goals also feet, man. Patty says he reminds me of my pedophile uncle. Dude.
Wow.
Post pics.
Yeah, we'd like to see.
Yeah,
was it the whole feet thing? Was it like the looking? Was it the jerking off?
Is it the
across
leg?
the coffee table from you at when you guys would talk about dirt on other people?
Right.
You should never see your boss cry.
True.
Okay. Yeah, maybe if you say so.
Who's the boss in this situation? Who's crying? Is Alicent crying?
Yeah,
is just general advice for us? Shelby AC, let us know. So Zach, you're saying we're saying B on B?
Yep.
Let's go here. I say he's above Criston Cole here on the B ranking.
I think so too.
Sure. Harwin Strong, he doesn't really have much to him. He's literally just the fuck boy of Rhaenyra, right? And if anything, he's a bad guy for doing that, putting his dad in a horrible situation. Hey Dempsey, thanks for showing up. Be sure to smash that like button for us. Share out the link like you do whenever other YouTuber asks you to do so. Harwin Strong, I put him as a C. I think I put him below Lyonel. But above Laenor, because at least
what I'd put him below Rhaenys even.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, because what does he do? He doesn't do anything. He literally fucks Rhaenyra off screen, and then he dies. Like in the next episode, he gets angry because people are pushing his kids around. Like, oh yeah, that's interesting. That's uncharacteristic of a man.
That's true, and he's taken down by a simple push door.
That's the thing.
Yes.
He can't open the door, and he's supposed to be like the strongest guy in the realm. And that really, really hurts his character because he doesn't have much except for he's strong. So he floors Criston Cole. He saves Rhaenyra. So that's like those are 2 pluses, but then the door stops him.
Yeah,
so
I think he's beneath Rhaenyra. If I understand not putting him in D, but if you put him in C, I think he has to be the lowest C on the list right now.
Oh, Shelby C's adding on to her comment here. I was just adding on to what you guys were saying about high F being too human. Okay, sweet.
Okay.
Roman Empire just showed up. Hey, thank you for being here.
What's up, Roman?
With no sound. Well, you're missing out, Roman. He's watching with no sound, so I'm sure it's very entertaining.
Yeah, when you listen back, we appreciate the support.
But he wanted to say,
is the number one. This whole thing is a farce. You fellas have a great night. You have a great night too, Roman. You can't hear us, but have a great night anyway. Just
for that, we might just throw him up at the top at the end. Roman of the Foot Empire.
Yeah, I was gonna say Roman the Feet.
Yeah, Harwin Strong. We saying in C here.
Yeah,
classic rock paper scissors like scenario, can break people's bones, but is taken out by a simple wooden door.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the guy that died in the fire. One of the guys. Yep. So, put him as C. So Vaemond Velaryon, arguably the Kanye or the Yee of the House of the Dragon universe. Listen, he makes the right play when he needs to, but he's a little bitch at the Stepstones.
Oh my
guys.
God, he is.
He's like, what am I gonna do? Oh, we've been at this forever.
I know he's like shitting on Daemon too, whatever, and Corlys to be like, bro, chill out. Like Daemon's the only reason why we've done anything here, even if he's made some shady decisions or some questionable decisions. And dude, Vaemond is just misstep upon misstep all the way. Selfish too. Why does he think he has claim to that throne? It's embarrassing. It's an embarrassment. AJ, where are you at? Tell us what you think of Vaemond, because I way more agree.
Well, he's giving us some props on the princess, Alicent.
Oh,
I don't know if he's saying Alicent. He had smashed. Oh no, it's Harwin. Yeah.
Yeah, this is for Harwin. Yeah. AJ says put him as C or D. Yeah, totally agree with that. But we want to know about Vaemond here, because while your Corlys ranking was horrible, maybe your Vaemond ranking will be great. So let me know.
So that's a great reference with Leisure Suit Larys, but these guys probably don't get that reference, Shelby, but I appreciate it.
Was that a Gen X thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a game.
Cool.
I would say Vaemond is probably going to have to be C or even D. Like because he's okay at the beginning, but he's so
Wait,
stupid by the end. Where I'm going to grandstand and call everyone out. Like that only ends for you one way, and it ended that way.
Which way is that? Here, spoiler alert. Which way is it?
With his head being on the floor.
True. Okay. Hey, AJ, what did you
just
just put Corlys at B?
Look at this. No,
I thought you had Corlys at like B
A.
before.
Yeah, he puts Vaemond as A, and then he puts Corlys as B. No, he said no Corlys C, so now he's even dropping even more. So,
okay, this is revisionist history, AJ. I don't like what's going on here.
So Zax, where do you put Vaemond at?
C.
C, but where would you put him on here if we can argue this real quick here? I think he's above Laenor. No, maybe below Laenor.
I think it's below Laenor.
Below Laenor?
Yeah.
Above Rhaenys?
I think he's above Rhaenys.
Is he?
It's questionable. What do you think, Zax?
I think he's below Rhaenys because at least she did something.
That's true.
I think he actually fits right here. As much as I like Harwin, he really has nothing going on with him.
Yeah.
And Vaemond at least makes the play. He sees the field clearly. He's like, this is the best shot I got. I'm going to get Otto when he's sitting on the throne to then make the decision for the king to put me as the head of Driftmart.
Yeah.
The blue light sale going on currently.
The blue light district.
So, okay. Rhaenyra, right?
Yes.
Chat, where do you want to put Rhaenyra? I don't know. I don't like her as a character all that much. She's a central figure. She has an arc, but I don't think it's that compelling. Like, she goes from, I'm going to, like, fuck anything underneath the sun. I don't really want to do anything what I have to do. Then becomes duty-bound and then leaves King's Landing in the point where she should be in there making all the connections like Otto does. So when Viserys dies, he's able to go, okay, council, turn to page 3, implement all of these these things. Yeah, I know. He has everything in order. So for that, she's not that smart. She literally just clinging on to her father's power. I put her as a B. She's not the worst, but I think she's a B.
Well, you know, the thing is about that,
AJ,
too. Yeah, B.
Most accurate thing you said.
Yeah, 100% true. And I do put her as the lowest B, actually. Well, maybe not true. I think she's between Criston Cole and Larry Strong, because I do think that she's more interesting than Criston Cole. But the thing about her development is it's kind of like with the White Worm, but not as extreme. They just kind of make her change happen, and they suddenly have her be super competent later on, and like she knows how to rule immediately. And I don't know if they're supposed to be like, oh, it runs in her blood or something like that, but it doesn't really make sense. You know what I mean? They're telling us rather than showing us. And I think that that's just, it's not always a bad thing, but it's bad in this situation. I don't believe her arc as much as I think they want me to. So
yeah, and for her to switch to be like an amazing mother when Alicent isn't, I know it's like the dynamic has totally switched where you'd think Alicent would have better parenting skills than Rhaenyra, but I wish we could have seen that on screen. And that's part on the writers, and that's why I put it on Rhaenyra as not being that good. You want to read this, Zax?
I don't want to alarm you guys, but I think you have a fan.
Well, I don't know if she's a fan of us or you, because we can't tell which chat she's in. But well, I can't see because I have these different things pulled up here. But thank you for being here, regardless of whatever chat you're in.
Vanessa Lore, appreciate it.
Smash that like button if you can, Vanessa.
You want me to read it? Zax refuses to read it.
Yeah, he can't read.
Okay. No. Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know I love your channel. It's past my bedtime, but I'll listen as long as I can. By the way, Purple Valkyrie is my friend and co-mod. Oh, cool. Yeah, well, she said, I love. Hey, sorry. She said, hey, guys, I love your channel. So I think she's talking about Papa Flaccid and Papa Flaccid.
I think so. Thanks for coming, Vanessa Lore.
Yes. Appreciate your fandom.
Mr. and Mr. Flaccid. There you go.
She's a B. Rhaenyra's a B.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Tripe is back, baby.
Whoa.
I think she had to go. Yeah.
Yes.
C. Well, that's probably the most accurate take you've had all night, Tripe.
And I could see being a C as well. I think she'd be top of the C's, but yeah, I agree. Shieldwald says Vaemond is at least an A. He called out everybody for their lies. I mean, he died for it, but he showed all the Emperor has no clue.
That's pretty bad. That's a bad move.
Elon Musked them.
The man has massively inflated balls for doing this, right?
Yes.
But he paid the price for it, and he couldn't read the room. Like, why would you say that when King V's there? It's like, yeah, you missed your shot. It's like, too bad. This is the one day Vaemond wanted to get up out of his bedridden state. Sorry about it, guy. So, and then Vanessa says, "Flash, thank you so much."
Don't take it personally, Zach. It's just because you're Canadian.
I'm happy for you guys.
It's just a Canadian thing, really. That's all it is.
Yeah,
Dempsey says,
here.
"I love Purple Valkyrie." Woo woo.
We all do.
Okay.
Yeah,
We all
love Purple Valkyrie.
So here's the thing with Rhaenyra. She's that kid who says she wants something. Like, oh no, I really want to earn money so I can go buy this thick toy at the store. And you're like, okay, well, you have to do these. You have to do these chores. If you do these 5 chores while I'm gone, I come back. You got the toy, and you come back, and she's done none of it. And she's like, well, I still want the thing. That's her issue. Like, she was given every opportunity to earn the chance to help cement her reign, and she kept saying, I want it, but not. I'm not going to do anything for it. So it's just self-sabotage, and she disappointed her dad. And he had to come to the rescue at the end, even though he could barely walk. And so, yeah, I think she's a B.
Yeah, and then when go ahead, sorry.
She could have made a move and be an A, but she didn't make a move at all the entire show.
Right. Yeah, she could have shored up alliances, so this issue wouldn't even happened, right?
Yeah.
With the whole, some person is looking to bump you off from the throne because hitching your wagon to the Velaryons, Corlys can't just keep his eyes away from the stepstone. So, as soon as something happens there, Corlys has to leave. He was your only voice of reason within the council. But as soon as Otto gets back there, yeah, of course, it becomes the Green Council and not the Black Council anymore. So, yeah, she did not do anything with any foresight at all here.
Dude, it's actually embarrassing too. Like, you're right, Zax. Early on, she says that she wants to be this ruler or whatever. She wants to be queen this whole time, refuses to do any work for it. And then, but at times when King V is like telling her, hey, you might have to be queen someday. You might have to rule the realm. She's like, no, I want to go on Dragonback and fight in battles. It's like, so you don't want to be queen then? It's like, what the fuck? AJ says, I'd smash, but gotta let her ride me like a dragon, like Aladdin did Jasmine on the carpet. Yeah, dude, exactly. 100%. You flat like the carpet? That's pretty, I don't know, interesting. Patty says, come on, guys. She's a woman. We all know it's a D.
Based. But we can't do that. I think we have to go B. I think you have to go B with consistency here. So, yeah, we got a few other ones. Well, we got some heavy hitters here at the bottom here towards the end. But, okay, Tyland and Jason Lannister. So Tyland's the one we get is the Tyland's what? D?
D. They're both D.
D? Come. Okay, well, one of them.
Tyland actually has, like, some impact.
I think Tyland's going to become a bigger player in the next season, when he's part of the Green Council. Yeah, so right now, but I don't know where you put him here. Like, he's on the council right now, so he's making some moves here. Maybe D. He isn't making that much impact. But, dude, Jason might be...
Whoa!
Dude, Jason makes
hilarious.
Dude, Jason is hilarious. And he makes that joke at the wedding. I love it. No, okay, Shieldwall says Tyland is the douche, right? No, Jason is the douche.
Yeah, Jason.
Tyland is the one that at Aegon's name day, he's like, we got to deal with the stuff with the Stepstones. He's the more one put together. He's the twin. He's the more politically savvy guy, and Jason's the, I don't know. What do you want to say?
He's not a shitster at all, but he's just kind of like I really don't know how to describe him.
Here.
Yeah,
or both. You said D, Zax? You want to put him as D's here?
What's Tyland? I think Tyland maybe is bottom of C, and Jason could be the top of D. I think that's fine.
Oh well, then okay. So if we get that, what about Jace? He really does. He doesn't do anything.
Where's E?
He's not that bad. Your height prejudice. Okay, how tall are you again, Zax?
What's that?
How tall are you again? You're like my height, right? Oh yeah, we're the same height, but I don't strike people down like that just because they're little manlets, 5'4" pieces of shit like you do.
Yeah,
well, you should, and you would be an S tier if you did that.
Oh man, he's right.
Yeah.
Well, chat. Where do you guys put Jace, Velaryon, Rhaenyra's firstborn, supposedly heir to the throne?
The strong,
heir to Driftmark.
Yeah, a little strong boy.
Yeah. Let's face it.
Yeah, there's not much to him. He might be a D. There's nothing to him. What does he do?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something he does. Hold on. Just give me a second.
Nothing.
He
Krampus
does.
Jeebus is here. Thank you for being here.
He does. He does make the Chad move and goes and dances with Aegon's wife after being, shit talked by him all night. But dude, Nosferatu, Gator's definitely 5'6". I mean, listen. Sure, spread the word, I guess.
Not with your magic shoes on.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I can't even imagine being 5'6". My wife is 6'6". If I looked her eye to eye, I don't even know. That's just
I do that every once in a while.
Thing.
I kneel down to my wife. I'm like, would you still love me if you look down at me? Dude, it looks I feel so pathetic.
That's how they feel all the time.
I know.
All this guy is good for is he can be one level above his brother. That's it.
Yeah, not in height. You seen pictures of these actors recently?
No.
Yeah, they're. So what are we putting him as? A C, top of D?
He's a D. He's a
Yeah,
D. Dude, I think he's beneath Jason Lannister.
I was about to say Jason's actually funny. So, and then Shelby AC says shitster. LOL. I heard shitsters, and I was like, huh, what's that? It's both.
I am saying shitster. Like your second one, the thing that you heard, that is what I'm saying. I'm not saying shitster.
No, Shelby AC knows what a shit stir is. The person in the village that used to stir the shit.
Stir the shit.
You know that old position.
Yes, classic. It's like the butter churning origin.
Exactly.
Shieldwall says, did anyone see the SNL skit about House of the Dragon? The sets looked better than Rings of Power, and there was a great joke about Jaceres and Lucerys. No, I didn't see it.
I think I did. It's the one with, who's his name? Dave Chappelle, right? When he comes with all of his Chappelle show characters. I don't remember the joke they had about Jace and Luke, though.
I don't buy there was a great joke on SNL at all.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
That was actually okay, that skit. But other than that, come on, SNL is complete. I tried to watch an episode the other day just because I was interested. I was like, well, maybe it's okay. I was wrong. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Shieldwall Dragon says, yeah.
I mean, hey, that is true. Actually, he does order Daemon around a little bit, but I don't know if he gets points for that. That's kind of a ballsy move, but
yeah. Okay, so let's try to get through these last few here. Some of these should be very simple. Aemond Targaryen. Okay, so we have Aemond, Alicent, and Laena are the big ones here. The rest of them, I think, are all kind of like D tier. Should we just do those real quick? Luke D. He's just like a little pansy. Helaena, I think she's better than.
Yeah.
I think she's a little bit slept on because she says some interesting shit. It leaves me wondering. You know what I mean? Anticipation points for her.
I agree.
And then Daemon's kids here, they're pretty useless right now. They're right there with Luke, except Luke at least dies here.
Why doesn't Daddy pay attention to me? It's like, dude, fucking, I wonder why.
Exactly.
Where's your dragon, bitch?
Aemond Targaryen.
Yeah, by far, the most interesting of the offspring so far. Well, I mean, but he's not like he does anything crazy interesting. He's kind of set in his ways the whole time. It's kind of like a Lyonel Strong situation where he's just a more noble version of Aegon and just a less wild card version of Daemon. And he does do the amazingly Chad thing of, taming Vhagar. So that's pretty cool, but I don't think he should go higher than B.
Yeah, I was going to say B above. I was going to put him above Criston Cole.
Oh, he's above Criston Cole. I don't know why Gator loves Criston Cole so much. Like, he's such a simp for Criston Cole.
It is embarrassing, honestly.
You simp for the simp. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Abomination AJ says Aemond is an A. In time, he should be an S. Yeah, I totally agree. I think in time, he'll be an S.
Me too.
He could be an A. I think Aemond could have been an A if he ordered his dragon to eat Luke. But instead, he lost control of his dragon and ate Luke.
Hey, Shelby, real quick, sorry. You said a shitster is Mykia. No joke. Me and Don went to high school with a girl named Mykia. One word, Mykia. Remember her?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so Aemond, you said he gets down because he can't control the biggest dragon ever.
Yeah. No.
Currently in Westeros. Not ever, excuse me. Currently in Westeros.
Enough.
No. Not for losing control, but for not ordering the dragon to eat the kid. He should have.
Gotcha.
He should have wanted that.
Well, I don't think that it's bad that he didn't order it or whatever, but I do think that after it happened, he shouldn't have looked like full of regret and remorse. I think that's kind of he should have been like maybe cracked a smile or something like that. I do think he should have been proud of that. No joke. So
you should have put it on TikTok.
Yeah, that too.
You should have pissed on the body when it was going down.
I think
Abomination AJ says he tamed the biggest dragon. He has been duty driven and even ensures his brother becomes king despite feeling he deserves it. Yeah, I don't think even I saw this too about Aemond says he's the next one to the throne. He isn't because Aegon now has kids, so that firstborn son of Aegon would be put as king. You'd have to have all of Aegon's boys die for Aemond to be the next in line. But yeah, I agree. I like his duty-bound nature, and his aesthetics are on point because he basically is a more badass version looking of Daemon, right? With the long hair. Yeah. And it points to Aemond. He never cuts it like Daemon has this weird midlife crisis and wants to cut his hair.
Jesus Christ. Speaking of points, his fucking chin, man. He has like the sharpest job I've ever seen for an actor. It's crazy.
I love it.
He's got those little puckered lips. So Alicent.
Okay. I think Alicent is either the top of B, the bottom of A. I want the chat to say where we put in Alicent. Yeah, you say
I say she's in
smash. Yeah, we definitely smash. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think, Gator? What are you saying?
I think she's an A, man. Like, she's a much more interesting character than Rhaenyra, basically because her development that they show, and she does develop just like Rhaenyra. You know, they kind of switch sides or whatever you want to say. They kind of devolve into their own areas of what they become. But hers is completely believable, and so much of what she goes through is completely out of her control. And yeah, dude, she acts like a bitch sometimes or whatever. But like you always say, she's being gaslit about who the heirs are to the throne, and it's like, should she really care about that to the extent that she does? No. But she still is being lied to and manipulated. Like, if someone was bullshitting me and lying to me my whole life about things that I know aren't true, it's going to get under my skin as well. And so, yes, my own husband as well, like favoring these other kids compared to my own kids, even if my kids are shitsters, man, it's still going to piss me off. Like, yeah, shit stirrers. They go in the back and they put it in the big cauldron and they stir it around, take a little taste test at their ladle, call her good. Right? Anyway, yes, I do think that Alicent is an A tier character.
Abomination AJ says Alicent's A. A too? Yep. Okay. Yeah. A, yep. She is a focal point in all of this as well, and the way she's challenged is interesting, unlike Rhaenyra, where she's challenged and just makes these dumb moves. At least hers seems like she has a good, I don't know, justification for him. Grumpy old vaping gamer, algorithmic arrival annotation.
Okay.
Thanks for being here. I like that you at least you know the game. Unlike some people on YouTube don't know. Just literally commenting nonsense helps the channel. So if you ever see a YouTuber, just comment nonsense. Doesn't matter. It helps their channel out more than you think it does. So
comment twice.
Speaking of algorithm, if you're in my chat, maybe go over and give him a like in the Flaccid chat and vice versa.
Yeah, you can jump real quick. You won't miss anything. We're
open up both windows if you want to. That's cool.
Yeah, be a little naughty. Maybe make another Gmail account. I don't know. Maybe sub
real
another
quick,
time.
Real quick.
I don't know. Just be a little naughty tonight. Okay. Last one up here. Laena Velaryon. I think she's way better than her brother.
Yes.
I think she's better than. I almost want to put him above the brother. I guess just at C. But she also, tames Vhagar. So I almost want to put her at top of C.
But we don't know anything about that. It just happens off screen. We don't see anything.
That's still impressive.
That's the issue with her, though, too. I think her most impressive showing is really like catching Daemon's eye when she's at like that 16, 17-year-old age, at the wedding or whatever it is. I think that's actually pretty impressive. That whole sequence is strange, but I think her being able to keep up with Daemon's banter. What did he say? He says, "You're almost as beautiful as your brother." Shit like that. Come on, that's hilarious.
That's
and she rolls with the punches. I think she even retorted a joke. Like, dude, that is amazing. She's mommy material as well. So,
she is mommy material. Totally. Yeah, I agree. But so, what do you think? What are you putting her as? A B?
No. I don't think so. I think she's definitely C. But I think she's at the top
for like a half hour.
Yeah, correct. And I think she's at the top of C.
Okay. What do you guys think of where she goes in there, chat? Let us know. Zach's, what are you saying about
I
Laena?
think she's a low B, high C in there somewhere. I'll say she's a high C. I think she's probably the best looking person on the show when she's the adult version. She chooses to kill herself, which, at least was a choice. And most people in the show didn't make a choice. They just had things happen to them.
That's right. Her body, her choice.
That's right. Exactly. It was an allegory, right?
Right. She was pregnant as well.
Yep.
Hey, one of the I don't know if one of the mods in my chat right now could drop a link to Zax's. I just don't have the space open on my. I literally have like 3 different windows open, none of them being the current chat, just the StreamYards. Someone wants to drop a link in my chat for Vanessa to Zax's channel. Go ahead and sub over there. Zax is a good guy. He's okay. I put him as a B tier.
Dude, for a Canadian, he's S tier.
So I want to put her as B. That has to be impressive. She tamed the biggest dragon in Westeros, right?
I could see it.
She's dead and a woman, so F tier. I think the dumbest thing she ever did was just go out with the fire, because that's the dumbest thing. If she wants to go out like a dragon rider, you don't get burned. But it's like, I want to go out as a driver, so I'm going to crash my car into a wall. It's like, no, go as a driver. You just go as fast as you can. And then you just kind of die off, and maybe you crash.
No, that'd be the same as I want to go out as a driver and then put a fucking cinder block on the thing, and she waits by the wall for the car to smash her. That's what the equivalent is.
No. I want to go as a driver. Start the car in the garage.
Right.
Yeah. So for that reason, I think that's where she loses points for me. But for all these other reasons, yes, she's so good. I love me some Laena. What does everyone else think here with Laena? Quick numbers here, letters here. Zax, you said B or C?
I think she's probably a high C, low B.
Yeah. So I want to put her as a low B, but I just want to see what the chat here says here. Nobody puts knots in the corner. Well, Zax, you could just say that. You don't have to put it in the chat here, dude. It's pathetic. Trying to serve his dominance.
He was embarrassed.
Yeah, he didn't want to say it out loud.
Yeah, say it out loud.
So, okay, I guess we're just gonna put her as low B. That concludes. I don't want to put these young actors on. They're gonna be the same. They're the same character, right?
Yeah.
So,
I want to
maybe we should
put Dawn as low T. Can I put Dawn as low T?
Yeah, maybe. Can we add another? Can we add another thing here?
Low T.
Can I add row?
Yeah.
Add row below.
Oop.
It's okay.
Nerporial, hey.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Low T.
There
and
you go.
for low T, we'll just put Zax right here. This is Zax's character.
Dude, the hair is identical.
Yeah, that's a.
It's like a mirror.
white cheddar Cheetos.
Find a picture of Colin Farrell real quick.
Yeah, it looks exactly like me.
Oh yeah, she's a B. Super smash option. Oh dude, yeah, you have to hit the smash option.
Yes,
yes. She's like the best looking in. And honestly, even if King V did marry her, there was gonna be a side that was gonna try to back. I don't think Viserys was gonna change his line of succession though. I think he would want to stay with Rhaenyra, even if he had male heirs. I don't think his parenting skills would have been that much different with Alicent versus Laena, right? Would kids be all that different?
No, I don't think so.
Like
I don't
raising
think
them,
so.
they would have been shitsters too.
Probably the only big difference. I think maybe Otto would have been gunning for.
Oh yeah,
Laena and their kids to be killed. Maybe. I mean, I don't know if he'd go that far, but yeah, he would. Otto would be the biggest difference, I think, in the whole thing, and maybe Corlys as well, because he would be really pissed if King V had his grandkids and then still chose Rhaenyra.
Otto would have tried to push somehow his relationship with Rhaenyra, maybe. That's where he found the weak points, like somehow get his son in there.
I don't know why he didn't do it anyway, dude. That was like a weird, unexplored plot point that should have been.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a whole video on it, but I think we're going to wrap it up here with our tier list. Thank you all for being here. Be sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to both our channels if you can. I didn't think about doing it when I was putting the description of both our channels in them, but they will be later, so if you watch this later on, both of them will be in it. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I would think it's tomorrow. Wednesday, me and Zax will be doing the same thing, so you'll be able to find his stream he's going to be hosting on both of our channels, which, is there a topic yet for it?
Yeah, it's going to be Tom Cruise Showdown.
Tom Cruise Showdown.
Yeah.
So you can catch it here or over at Zax. Eventually, it's just going to be Zax, and just like how this one will eventually be there. 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, I believe, right? Anything else you're working on?
Well, and Culture's going to be there. Culture Casino is going to be on the show with us Wednesday again. Yeah, we are working on 12 Hours for Two Towers project for December 30th.
Oh,
so stay tuned for that.
Yeah. And anyone that's here right now, let us know any ideas and stuff you have for this Two Towers. As of right now, it's a 12-hour live stream, but the more people that are very interested in it and want to be a part of it, because we want to bring everybody in as we can, as much as we can, it's starting in my brain to think to be a 24-hour stream. I don't know about you guys, but I you know what? I don't want it to be, but I'm just thinking of like all the people that you can have on.
Just go all the way. One day for each tower, 48-hour live stream. Let's do it.
What do you guys think about that? How long of a live stream should this thing be?
Just do it for a week straight.
There we go.
2 weeks for 2 towers. Yeah, that could be good.
We've got some good guests already confirmed for it, some great guests, exciting guests confirmed for it. And I'm thinking at the same time as we run the show in Discord, maybe we show the trilogy.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. We could just do a live stream of all 3 in there. People can join and watch it there. Hopefully we have enough people to help out. Nosferatu, I've heard Shield Wall Dragons on a couple live streams, and he's heading out. Thanks for being here. Nosferatu, what's Nosferatu doing? Why isn't he jumping on anything?
Yeah, what's going on here, Nosferatu? He's been here for a long time.
Starting to have suspicions about this guy.
It's time to take our relationship to the next stage. So
Trip's coming on for sure.
Trip's coming on? Yeah.
Tripe.
Thank you, Shelby. So yeah, I think no one's done it. And we really want to do this long stream because I think there's a lot to talk about, and a lot of people have different things to talk about it. And if we can centralize it and bring on people that might not have the platform to do so and just want to talk with friends. But if we have a bunch of people on, I think it's just going to turn into like 1-hour discussions per person, right? You come on with a group of people, you have their discussion. We might have a funny prompt for you, like a smash or pass or or like a fill in the blank segment where we play a clip and we edited part of the audio out, so you have to guess what the quote was from the movie.
Fill in the blank.
Yep.
Trivia.
So trivia too.
So basically a really long stream, Pat, like a 12 hour at least.
Yep.
So
we thought it'd be funny too. Like, imagine streaming literally for a full week or a month. Imagine
be awesome.
just for like the meme value. Imagine somebody going on our channel and seeing the stream with like hundreds of hours in one video. Is like, what the fuck did they do?
Yeah,
kinda.
It's good. It's
kind of like tuck and roll. Yeah,
a
little bit. Could you imagine going for a month straight and getting demonetized for something you did like the second hour?
Oh, dude,
rough.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Especially if it's like if the stream was like amazing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So no, anyway,
right.
24 hours or 12 hours, one of the two. Stay tuned.
Yeah, DM us on Twitter if you have any ideas too. I'd love to hear them. More than willing just to, but just be ready for us to brush you off. We're like, oh, cool, thank you, and never use it. But we would like to hear it because maybe there's some gold in it. I just want to be honest with everybody here. So, be sure to smash the like button on both streams here. Zach's, you ready to get out of here?
Yeah.
I don't know. Which one is the best video to get us out of here with?
Don't do it.
Let's see. What about this Geralt fight? It's pretty badass, right?
Oh, that's the word.
It's weirdly cropped, right? Isn't it?
It is really cropped. Yeah, but go for it. It's good.
Yeah,
all right.
No, I don't like that. I don't want to do that one. The better one here. Here, let's go out with some anger here, Gator. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Thank you all for being here, and we'll see you Wednesday and maybe this Saturday too. Saturday at 11 p.m., 11:30 p.m.
Those are fun.
Be sure to be there.
I'd say so.
Just turn those notifications on. Okay. Thanks.
Thanks for coming.
See ya.
Enough. I am Gandalf, and Gandalf means me.